G'day. This is Captainoob, and this is an FN Mark 16, otherwise known as a Scar L. Also included is a Scar SC, this one firing the 7.62 rounds, but they're actually 300 blackout. We'll get to that one a little bit later, but we'll start off with this one. So, the Mark 16, or the Scar L, as it's generally referred to, is a Scar platform, but with a lighter cartridge. It's using the 5.56 rounds rather than the full-power 7.62 rounds that the Scar Heavy uses. Light, heavy, you understand what I'm doing here. Now, this thing features custom sounds and reload animations as well, and a ton of customization, and believe you me, just looking at these attachments, you can get this thing to be extremely powerful, probably even stronger than a couple of other Scar mods that I've experienced in Fallout 4, so yeah, that's kind of interesting. Suppose it's worth mentioning that yes, this is part of the Escape from Boston series of modern weapons, so it's going to be very good. We already knew that though, didn't we? Okay, let's see how far we can push the humble Scar L. Starting off at 120 damage already and 1308 DPS, like a full powerful auto suppressed, that is with Ace Operator, assault rifle gives you about 1400 DPS. So this thing will probably be pretty good regardless of what we put on it, but even without any attachments, this thing is still going to hit pretty hard. So let's get into it. First of all, you've got the receivers. This thing can be modified to being auto or semi-auto if you feel like it. The automatic advance gives you 193 damage per shot and just over 2000 DPS. Very good, a very strong start. Next, we've got the barrels. You've got a standard 14, then you can have a shorter 10-inch one, and then an 18-inch will give you 308 range, which is absolutely massive. I think that clears any of the vanilla game weapons. So, yeah, we're out-ranging everything, out-DPSing everything. Already, this thing is, I think, blowing the weapons that are already present in the game, even the DLCs, out of the water. That's okay, that's fine. Next up, we've got the magazines. You can have 30-round magazines. There's some 20 rounds and different versions of these, including the ones where you can see the casings there. Isn't that neat? I don't think they'll move as you're firing, but that's kind of cool. There's also options for grey, tan, and other versions of this. So we'll go for a full flat desert earth approach of this. I think that's what FDE means. But 60-round magazine, very strong, very powerful. It's less than a vanilla game assault rifle, but again, like the numbers here show me it's going to be much better regardless. Next, we've got the sights. You can have some EOTechs, including versions of this which will be in FDE. There's also options for Hollow Suns and other ones. And if you scroll down, you can find yourself some of these scopes here, longer scopes to use in semi-auto form. Hopefully that gives you the ability to get sniper knockdowns. Not really sure. There's also a few risers here as well, and I believe that'll unlock a different attachment point for you to actually throw on some extra sights there. And if you do, there's options for backup iron sights if your thingo runs out of battery, I guess. Let's see if I can find some sort of sight there. And there we go. You can use this area right there. So we'll put an aim point there on a riser. Why not? And you can change the battery cap on it. We'll go for an aim point because it's an aim point sight, right? I've got no idea where the battery cap might be at. Oh, it's probably that, right? No idea what's going on there. Next, we have the muzzles. They have got a bunch of recoil control devices and also some flash suppressors in there. And there's an actual suppressor here, which will boost our DPS even more thanks to Ace Operator, giving us 241 damage and 2600 DPS. Very good. Then you've got some rail covers to put on this left side rail if you feel like it. You can have it matching the rest of the tan looking rifle or have it completely removed. Up to you. You can add a little something onto the handguard there as well. It's a rail extension. Does what it says on the box. Oh, and if you want to raise your sight up even further, then sure, you can do that. Cheek rest is going to have to be raised up as well to help for that, but I think that'll be okay. You can also change the pistol grip as well and the colors thereof, so pick whatever you want. We'll go for a Tango Down BG19 in FDE. On your upper rail, since we've made a bunch of room for it, we may as well throw some sort of laser sight onto it, and that'll hopefully help our recoil, our hipfire accuracy. Not our recoil, that would be stupid, right? We'll go for a red beam. That one looks pretty vibrant. You've also got an option for foregrip under the barrel in multiple different colors, shapes, forms, and sizes. We'll go for a stubby one in FDE. And you can throw some rail cover over this side as well. Look at that. You can have it matching or you can have it not matching. I want to put a laser sight there, but it's fine. May as well put some covering. And using this extra rail on the front, we can attach yet another laser sight or perhaps a flashlight if we feel like it. Let's go for this one. Is it cursed enough yet? You can have the stock in extended or collapsed position. Doesn't require anything because you're using this little adjuster there. And lastly, you can change the ammunition this thing uses. You can up the grain count for stronger damage. So this one is a 62 grain full metal jacket round, tin bismuth core. And lastly, you can change this thing's material. So you can have it mixed, tan, or black for a stealthy operator. I think we'll leave this as tan for now, but we'll get a super snipey stealthy one in full black. That'd look cool. Anyways, that's it for the FN Mark 16 Scar L. Somehow I just missed that there's options to change the stock on this thing as well. So you can do all of this, including turning it black to match the rest of it, should you want it to be painted black. Also, you can get the covers for the right and the left side if you want, and then have laser sights attached to them as well. So yeah, there's options for everything. The only thing they haven't done is gave you an option to change the color of the trigger. Misstep there. That's the one thing they've got wrong so far. Now for the Scar SC, this one's going to be fairly similar, so we'll go through it nice and quick. So we'll go for another auto advanced version of this with a 60 round magazine in grey to keep that dark aesthetic. We'll go for a different side on this one. We'll actually pick that Aerotech this time, and for our muzzle suppressor, obviously 301 damage, 3200 DPS. Legendary effect provided by legendary modification. Skip over that. You can have a different stock on this thing if you feel like it, so you can chuck on the standard Scar looking stock. So now it's just like a regular one, but firing the 300 blackout rounds, utilizing the Nuke World 762 rounds to do a cover for those, which normally near enough is good enough, but that's quite different, and that might be a little bit of a deal breaker. There's also options for backup iron sights if your Aerotech runs out of battery or it gets hit by an EM pulse. You know, pulse grenades, they get around. Here are some risers. We'll ignore those ones for this one. There's also an option for a magnifier mount here, so sure, we'll throw in a black one. If we can throw a magnifier on this just off to the side, that looks awesome. I'd like it to be off to the side, but guess we're just going to use it. That's fine. This thing's got 287 range despite its medium barrel length anyway, so I think we'll be just fine. For the foregrip, we'll go for a longer one on this time. Yes, that looks nice. You can have something on the right rail, so we'll go for a laser sight on that one. And look, there's different rounds for the 300 blackout rounds. So apparently this one is strong. The 110 grain apparently is the strongest of them all. Interesting. The great ballistic performance and penetration from these ones, and the damage numbers agree. So sure, we'll keep that going. There's also options for upper rails, but they're sort of clipping into our Aerotech. We've already got a laser sight on the side there, so we'll ignore that one. I'm pretty sure that's... Ooh, look at that. Kind of ruins the whole dark aesthetic about it, but that's a cool option, I suppose. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Is there anything on the left rail? I'm not seeing it at a glance. So that's pretty much it for the Scar SC, and now we've got two automatic things for close range, so we should probably diversify our weapons a little bit, make sure they can be fulfilled in multiple roles, and we'll start shooting stuff. Probably sure how to get them first. FN Mark 16 and Scar SC can be found on gunners and also vendors at level 25 and level 30 respectively, and here they both are, right on schedule. And they are not cheap, but I'm guessing you're getting a lot of power for these, so yeah, good job. Don't need to buy them though, I've already got them. I cheated for them. Alrighty, here we are outside of the Immersive Gunners Plaza. Once again, here is our Scar L in first person, and just took out some birds, best weapon ever. And looks like there's some company already. I'm just gonna slink away down here because there's some animations. Obviously there's bashing animations, and yeah, I'll just ignore those gunners for a moment. That's what it looks like in third person. The attention to detail is all there. The charging handle will go back. The ejection port opens up as you're firing. You'll hold the foregrips properly. The reload animations are superb in third person. Just all-round quality. So here's a couple other ones. So this is the first SC that I made, complete with that magnifier that I wanted canted off to the side. And funnily enough, this thing gives you way more zoom in than this one, despite having less range. What an idiot. Why would I do that? I guess it looks cool though, so that's fine. Next, we've got the sniper status version. This one's semi-auto, just advanced receiver on this one with the 40 round magazine, and the scope, which is a see-through version, which zooms in quite far, but not too far away to be debilitating at close range. So it'll be a sort of a medium range sort of weapon. This one is as basic as it gets. Just a big magazine and a muzzle brake on the front, but everything else stock as a rock. And then we've got the loud and proud snipey version. This one is the SC version, which you can't extend the barrel on, but it's got over 300 range as it is without the suppressor penalty, so it'll be just fine, I think. And lastly, there is this. Go Pies. Okay, let's get down to business. Now this thing, as we've seen from its damage numbers, should be quite good. I should be using the sniper version here to start off with. Going to be getting a little less DPS because it's a semi-auto, but I think we'll manage well just the same. A little bit of recoil impulse there. If that's the balancing factor, I'm okay with that. But yeah, the recoil is a little bit unpredictable with this thing, but if they get close, we'll be able to see this thing's full measure of damage, which we're not too far off from the moment, to be honest. Wait, can I just one-shot these guys in the face? Oh dear. Oh, it's a bad day to be a gunner, I tell you that much. We just pick them out. We're not using any AP per shot, are we? Shan't watch my AP bar while shooting at the same time. I can't quite multitask that well. But as we're collecting Grim Reaper Sprint and we've maxed out our gun food damage already, I think that'll give you an idea of what kind of power we're dealing with. I've had sniper rifles in much larger caliber that couldn't reach out and hit this hard, so it might be a balancing ruiner for some individuals, but I'm not gonna complain. Anyways, we'll take it to them now. Once we actually get in these guys' faces, we should be in prime position just to mow them down as easy as that. We've got a big 60-round magazine. The barcode on this thing is sort of throwing me off. Is this thing straight from the factory, is it? Hello. Like, hitting for 138, there's 150 on that guy. Must have a lesser armor. It's a lot. It's a lot of good damage. So you can chop these guys pretty much as fast as you can kill people in COD, which is not usually how Todd Howard likes his bullet sponge fest. But we should be hitting even harder with this version here because it's got the threat of blackout rounds and a slightly larger damage number. Quit throwing grenades at me, you pricks. Let's rock indeed. Really just wiping the floor with it. Let's just go with this one. We'll use our regular, normal-ish scar. Bit of loud and proudness. There's the synth person again, just missing a head. Again, have no idea what causes this. It might be Immersive Gunners Plaza doing some weird shit with the races of the creatures that it spawns, but it should all be human. It's not all the time, though. Ah, that sounded like a scar. Yep, there's one right there. So there's evidence of it being injected onto the level list. You don't have to worry about the mental gymnastics about how the gunners might be able to obtain such a rifle. So immersion checked off. I'm guessing something like true damage with this mod would be pretty crazy as well, because the amount of damage we're getting it without the true damage, because it only enhances what damage you get. Usually it's all cartridge and power based, but when a weapon hits this hard normally, that means that true damage just cranks it up to 1,337. It's a dated reference. You get it though. Big number, big power. Go Pies. Good job, Allah. We've got the Vitor Sonya top and the arms and the knee pads, but Allah's normal shorts. Bit of black and red going on, but not too much red because we're not communist. Okay, this time we're going to just completely destroy this one, hopefully. Like 900 damage like that. Oh boy, I just one-magged him. Yeah, okay. It's pretty strong. It's a pretty strong weapon, don't you think? Yep. Also works as an apparel item as well. Very, very nice. Models and the textures on them, sublime. Superb this time, let's go for more of the sniper status approach, and let's see if we can build a little bit of that gun through damage before stepping in. And it feels good having an actual sniper weapon against these things. Well, kind of. Alright, now we just absolutely hammer him. Mouse button 1 is copying it, and so is Mr. Bloodthirsty Weathered Feral Ghoul. Need a stagger here. Fine, I'll do it myself. I'll hit them with it. Uh-oh. Unfortunately for you, friend, that's put me in nerd rage, and you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. So, you know what? Whilst we've got this opportunity, let's light up these gunners. We didn't really get to see this thing that much, and by the time I've shot this many rounds, VAFs would have been well over by now. Is that another synth gunner? Yep. Shout out to the turrets for letting me know exactly where they were, because I could not see them. Although I don't think the lasers were helping. Okay, wasn't that fun? Let's try something else. Okay, so for some reason the slow motion is carried through fast traveling there, probably because I didn't activate it. Sometimes the game, it doesn't handle nerd rage well. Sometimes also, the same thing sort of happens with the... Did I one-shot that guy in power armor? Sweet. Yeah, the same thing sort of happens when you've got the night vision. Sometimes you'll crouch during the night and it won't go away, or it won't activate right away unless you pause the game and let it think for a second. Who's throwing the bloody grenades at me? Or the Molotovs, whatever they're called. Little baby gunner. Well, he's in for a world of hurt because I'm going to be luring these super mutants over. We'll see how we go. I think at this stage, these guys have definitely seen me, and if I don't want to use this scope, I don't have to. I think there are some components of the see-through scopes mod that actually force you to go into first person when you aim down sights. Little baby gunner there. I just saw the giant monster coming to the corner of my eyes. I'm gonna go over here and absolutely hammer this guy with all I got. What if I go over to pretty much naked Scar, except for the mag and the muzzle brake. It's a Halo reference for those of you seeing those damage numbers. And they're tossing barrels at me now. And someone is staggering. Oh. I somehow totally missed the super mutant and the centaur sitting there. I was like, why is he staggering me? He's not even hitting me. So we are making short work out of these super mutant warlords, and these guys aren't nothing. They are proper infinite level scaling bros, so being able to chop them down that quickly, very satisfying. All right, let's hit them up. I think one of them just blew themselves up on me. I think I'm deafened by my own rifle here because I am missing a lot. We've got tunnel vision. Tunnel vision for the mighty Swan Man. And is that someone behind him? Who is that? Is that another super mutant? Time to find out. It is. I feel like there's way more super mutants than normal. Talk about the difference in DPS. That's crazy. Alright. Eyes on the prize here. Okay, we're definitely not hitting for as much damage as we could have, so we'll just bring him back. We'll move through here. Oh. I was wondering why I couldn't get out. It's because his tongue tentacles were stuck to the posts. I don't know, it must be cold in the Commonwealth today if your tongue's getting stuck to a wooden post. Whoops, lost his nameplate. There it is. Alright, let's throw some VATS criticals downrange. Make short work of him indeed. And no reload animation. There we go. Okay, so I think you get the idea of this thing, and... What the fuck's going on here? Oh, you know what Todd Howard says, it just works and all that. So there it is. That there was the Scar H, Escape from Boston, Scar L, in fact. There was no heavy scars in this video at all. No, none of that. Just the light caliber. Although, I don't know, you probably can't argue that 300 Blackout is heavy caliber because it's not... I don't think it's actually known as a full-powered rifle cartridge, but yeah, you get a little bit of extra options for your 7.62 rounds. If your handmade rifles aren't quite cutting it, then this thing has got you covered well indeed. And I haven't forgotten about these Raiders here either. These Raider sons of bitches are going down. So anyways, if you want to see this weapon in your game, check out the link in the description, should be down there. Worth having a look at if you got those hankering for the plasticky, super, fully modern, fully sick Call of Duty type weapons in this game, then it's awesome. Any Escape from Boston weapon is good. I've still got the Nemo rifle from Escape from Boston that I did weeks ago at this point, and like there's no reason not to. These weapons are too good. So link will be in the description if you want. Download it. I recommend it. Thank you very much for watching, guys.